Bro, this shit is just a mind game. Just show up and you will get 1% better every single day. So I wanted to make this video because I feel like the younger version of myself would really appreciate this type of video. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Thursday. This week is flying. I'm picking up the camera today because I want to show you guys what it's like being behind a $3 to $4 million gross income company. So I sell countertops across Georgia, and I was brought into this business by my girlfriend and her father. Her father basically pitched me and he was like, hey, you're really good at talking, you know, you're good at sales. You've told me that you've done sales in the past. Like, why don't you come work for me and potentially start working for yourself? I didn't see the vision at that time. I did not. I was honestly like, I think I'm straight, right? Like I actually ignored him every time he asked me like, yo, like, you know, why don't you come do this? Why don't you come do it? I'll be like, nah, I'm straight. Fast forward 2 years later, 3 years later, I don't even know how long it's been. Here I am, and I'm killing it. Like, I have my own clients. Me and my girl have our own clients. We're going crazy. I mean, I still do things for him because he's the guy that put me on. And yeah, now we're able to, you know, get our own clients. I post on social media all the time about countertops, and I was like, you know what? A lot of people want to know what it's like and what I do on a day-to-day basis. So that's why I picked up the camera today. We have an hour and 40-minute drive because I have to go template something, and I'll show you guys that once I get there. So let's have a blessed day. Let's be great, and let's end the week on a strong note.
Purchase your tracks today.
All right, so we just made it to the job, and this is actually going to be a pickleball facility. So they're going to be pickleball courts here. What I'm doing is we're doing the countertops for, I guess this is where you walk in and check in or whatever. I'm not too sure. I'm just coming to template it. So I'm just going to set this up. So yeah, pickleball facility coming soon. Countertops coming soon. I'm out of here. I got a long drive back. That was a crazy drive. Like, it's crazy because I drove an hour and what? I think it was an hour and 40 minutes. It took me exactly 30 minutes to do this, which is insane. This job is probably gonna be, I think it was like 7,000. These are big pieces, so that's the template right there. We're on the way back to the warehouse. I got an hour and 30-minute drive back. So yeah, man. Honestly, guys, to anybody in their 20s that's watching this, I just want you guys to understand one thing. This is something I wish somebody told me when I was younger. You know, I was trying to do drop shipping, selling shoes, online courses, like all these things. And honestly, if I could go back into time, I would just learn how to do sales. Because I learned sales, I can sell anything. Like right now I'm selling countertops, bro. Countertops. It's crazy. Like, I remember when my father-in-law told me you could do this, I was just like, bro, what? Like, countertops? And then look at me now. So, you know, learn sales, just sell something, and then basically just sharpen up that skill over time. And then watch, like, when you're in your late 20s, like, you'll be able to sell anything. If I got put in a program right now where someone told me, hey, I need you to sell this product, I know for a fact I could sell it. Because you're not selling the product, you're selling the solution to somebody's problem. And once you understand that, and once you learn that, you can sell anything. That's my advice to anybody in their 20s who feels like they're not making enough money, or they feel like they don't know what to do. I promise you, it's gonna pay off in the long run, and you're not gonna regret it. All right, so we just got to the warehouse. That was a drive. My legs are sore. We got Henny here. Look who else we got here. Say hello, Arlene. Let me show you guys the warehouse real quick. So this is where everything gets cut. We got a lot of templates here. These are all pieces right here that need to get installed. Today is a good day, ending the week on a good note. It's really fun. I enjoy doing this because not only do we sell, you know, countertops, but we make custom pieces as well from stone. And that's kind of where I can like tap into my creativity side, I guess you could say, and really just see what I can make. Really, I'm just selling. That's all I'm doing. I'm just out here selling stuff. I don't have to do any of the manual labor. I don't have to learn how to polish, cut, install. All I got to do is go out, measure, and then bring it here, and then the guys take care of the rest. All I want to do now is just kind of scale this and get better at, you know, showing you guys the behind the scenes. Back to work! Just got home. One thing that I think is super slept on is that people, when they have their businesses, they're not posting. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to post. I think I'm gonna post some trays that we have. If you guys haven't seen the trays, these are the trays that we make. Remember I was saying how I can like kind of tap into my creative idea space. If you own a business, try to show the process, try to show, you know, look, this is what we got going on today, or look, this is what's getting installed, or hey, look, this is what's getting fabricated, or look, this is what I'm measuring today. You can do this with any business. If you sell shoes, if you do flooring, if you have a, you know, a restaurant business, like people like to see that stuff. And I think that's why our business does so well, is because I show the process of a lot of things. I don't have an insane amount of clients, but I do have enough that allow me to travel, allow me to pay things off, allow me to put a roof over me and my girlfriend's head. So I will say, you know, it's really a blessing that we have social media, and if you're not utilizing it to your full capability, then, you know, you're missing out on a lot of money, and it'll get you to places that, and in front of people that you didn't even know existed. Yo, one more tip before I go on this run. ChatGPT. Use ChatGPT. If you're not using ChatGPT, I just started, you know, like really using it. I'm not talking about like asking it stupid questions or stuff, but like I'm talking about like really learning prompts and really diving into it and having conversations, even training my ChatGPT. So yeah, if you want to go crazy online, ChatGPT needs to become your best friend. That's that. Let's go on this run. Let's get it. Poos! Morning, guys. We have a beautiful day today. There's no more rain, and if you're wondering why I'm whispering, it's because Arlene is sleeping. One of the things I think I love about taking supplements is how great I feel and how great it's made others feel as well. Like I feel like my energy just, you know, it reflects the person I am, and it bounces off of people. So when I show up to clients' homes and I'm, you know, happy, I'm smiling and all that, like it makes them feel good. And when I'm talking to family members, you know, I'm not really complaining. I'm just being myself and I'm happy. So yeah, definitely start taking your supplements, guys. It's super important. One thing that I just started taking is NAD+. I just added that to my stack, and I will say I do feel the effects. Like my mind feels, it's only been like 3 days and I feel like I've already feel it. Like I know that sounds crazy, but it's like my mind just feels so sharp. Like I'm not even overthinking anything. I'm just getting right to it. But anyway, health as well. I showed you on the bottle. Hey, let's have a great day today. Like that's how I'm feeling. It's Friday too. I just checked the forecast, bro. No more rain. Thank you, God. So I wanted to make this video because I feel like the younger version of myself would really appreciate this type of video. And so let's get to it. The title of this video is the one lesson I would have told my younger self. Reason being is because when I was younger, I was very naive. I didn't know what to do. Like I had a sense of what to do, but I didn't really have like a direction. Like I knew where I wanted to go, but I didn't have like the route to, you know, take. Like there was no GPS basically. When I was 19 years old, I got kicked out of my mom's house and I was kind of forced into this whole entrepreneurship thing. I didn't really like, it was actually a good thing all in all, but you know, I was scared. You know, I didn't know what to do. I had about like $10,000 to my name, and I moved to the most expensive apartment in Atlanta downtown, and I had the biggest layout, literally like my balcony wrapped around my entire apartment from room to living room to my other room. And I had a roommate, but even with the roommate, I was spending about $4,000 or like $3,000 a month on rent, and that included like utilities and all that. So let's get to it. First thing I would have told myself back then is like, look, you're gonna be okay, right? I feel like because we're young, we feel like, oh, like we have a lot of pressure on ourselves. And I mean, to an extent you do, because you want to make your family proud, right? Like you want to make your mom and dad, your grandparents happy, right? Like at the end of the day, you don't want to be a failure or a bum. So just learn, right? When you're young, you're going to have that pressure on you regardless, whether it's a lot of pressure or a little bit of pressure. Just be open to learn. As long as you're open to learn new things, then you're going to do completely fine. And that was one thing I didn't really want to do. Like I didn't want to learn on how to make sales online. Like I was like, you know what? Like I've been selling shoes since I was 13 years old. I've made $10,000 a month doing shoes, but I didn't have expenses at the time. Like I lived with my parents. When I was 19, I was like, all right, like I'm forced to learn. Like I need to learn something new, because like shoes is not gonna make me a lot of money and cover, you know, all this money that I'm spending. So I learned how to sell products online, and then that led to me drop shipping, which then led to me selling on Amazon, which then led to me teaching helping other people. So if I would have never taken that one step of learning, I would have never moved, you know, to that next level. I would have never changed my income level if I didn't learn. And I'm not talking about like social studies math. Like, I want you to learn a skill, a high income skill, a high value skill that people can either pay for you or they can pay for something that you're selling, whether it's a product or a service, whatever, right? In general. Second thing I would tell myself is be patient. You know, like, I felt like I had to rush everything. Like, as soon as I got kicked out, I was like, bet. I dropped out of college, and then I was like, I need to make 100K like this month. And luckily, like 2 months later, I had 100K in my bank account, which is crazy. But I felt like because it was so rushed, this is really important. Because you make a lot of money fast, you spend it even quicker. Like, it might take you 3 weeks to make, you know, let's say 20K, which is a lot of money in a month, in 3 weeks. But what's even more insane is that you can spend that 20K in literally 3 days. And that's exactly what I did. Be patient with your money. Like, don't rush to make a lot of money fast, because what's gonna happen is you're just gonna spend it even quicker. So take your time with your business, take your time with your finances. Like, just take it slow, because slow money is better than having a lot of money and then you have no money. So that's lesson number 2. Lesson number 3, I would say, is to just have a tight circle. You do not have to be friends with everybody. Not everybody wants to see you win, and I promise you that. And sometimes it's gonna be the closest people to you. And I didn't realize this until I got older. You know, I started to see things. I realized, like, when I'm doing really good, like, they don't really, you know, like, have like that same energy, like, you know, whatever. Now I'm 25 years old. I literally only talk to 3 people on a daily basis, 4 people on a daily basis. 4 people max is who I talk to on a day-to-day basis. I'm talking about, like, I can get on the phone and tell them, yo, I just closed a 5K deal, and like, they'll be happy for me. And like, they might even respond with, bro, that's lit. Like, I just closed a $1,500 deal, like, you know, whatever. There's no competition. And this is gonna happen when you're, you know, trying to level up with the people around you, because you guys are coming from the same town, the same area, the same county, same school, and you're making it, and they might not be making it as much as you. Like, you know, you might just be doing a little bit better than them, and they low-key don't like that, because they're like, yo, what the hell? Like, we came from the same school. How come this guy's doing better than me? So as soon as I changed my circle, like, the people I talk to on a day-to-day basis, like, none of them went to my high school. Only one of them is a family member. And yeah, I mean, like, thank God, like, he has a great mindset. Like, he's gonna do amazing things. So a lot of people can't really say that. So, you know, to have a family member who's on the same mindset as me, it's great, because like, we can, in the future, when we're both multi-millionaires, like, we can look back at it and be like, yo, like, it's crazy. Like, you know, I remember when we were doing this, whatever. But yeah, keep your circle very tight. You don't need to be friends with everybody. I hate this because people think that you have to go out and network to make a lot of money, which is semi-true. But me personally, I hate networking. So what I did was, I just got so good at what I do, and I posted it on social media, that I wanted people to come to me. Like, they wanted to network with me. And now I go to the gym, and I go to one of the most expensive gyms here in Atlanta, and people come up to me all the time. They're like, yo, I see what you're doing with the countertops. Like, that's insane, bro. Like, you really make this shit look cool. And that's really it. Like, that's how I wanted to maneuver. I didn't want to go out and, you know, find clients. I wanted clients to find me. So I went crazy on social media. But anyway, those are the things I would tell my younger self. I would just tell myself, look, that's what I believe. Take this advice, because I've been doing entrepreneurship for 7 going on to 8 years now. And I will say, if someone would have told me that earlier, I would have like really listened. And I mean, like, not just tell me it once, but tell me, you know, like a couple times. I didn't have that somebody. I didn't have like a business savvy father or mother, or, you know, a family member that wanted me to like do really good. You know, I had family members that, you know, they just told me, save your money, save your money, save your money. And it kind of made me not want to save my money. Like, you know, when you tell a kid, hey, don't poke that bear, and then they go up and poke that bear, like, that was me as a kid. But anyway, that was me as a child. So I hope this video finds somebody that, you know, maybe a little confused, and maybe they don't know what they want to do, or like, maybe they're just kind of in that foggy moment of their life where they're overthinking, their life isn't going as well. Like, I hope this video finds you, and I hope that you take some of those things and you apply them to your day-to-day lives. We're so quick to rush into things. There's so much fake BS videos out there that tell you that you need to wake up at 5 a.m. and go on a 10-mile run, do the sauna, and like, yes, those are great things, but you do not need to do that to make a lot of money. Like, I promise you, you don't even have to do that to have a great life. It just depends on your schedule. You can just follow a schedule and be consistent with that schedule. Like, you'll do completely fine. And I think those life advice lessons that I just gave, whatever you want to call them, that could really help you and slow things down for you to where you can get to that next level without feeling overwhelmed every single day. So that's that. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.